Happy Sunday morning, everyone. Mo here, and welcome to my vlog for the week of April 25th, 2022. Well, let's say there are some completions, some beginnings from last week, and that somehow has been the theme, wrapping up projects, beginning new ones, reprioritizing. So today I should sound much more excited about this, and I am. I'm just so tired. Today around 1 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to go to the gallery and hang up my paintings for my show that's going to run from May 1st to the 31st, a whole month. And my aim originally was to complete 12 16 by 20 inches canvas paintings, acrylic on canvas. I finished 10. I couldn't get to the other two. I was not lazy, but I have other responsibilities, and I am going to accept that I did the best. I completed the 10 that were meant to be completed, and I am proud of that I finished. This I have been busy with the drill since yesterday, and it's just wiring every canvas takes a little time. But there is that sense of accomplishment and having completed something that I undertook, that no one else would really care if I completed 6 paintings or 8 or 2 or 12. It's an assignment I gave myself, and sometimes those are tough because they get pushed around and pushed back, because given assignments, collaborations and assignments, there are deadlines to them. I am, or anyone who collaborates is answerable to that deadline, right? Because you know that other people are counting on you. But when it is only you and no one else knows about what you're about to bring, all the responsibility rests on your own shoulders. And carving time out for projects like this takes a lot of discipline, and part of that is also setting boundaries on other things. And this is, I don't intend to say this to sound it like it's a sacrifice. It's not. But I am going to, this is more important, keeping that intention very, very clear as to what is most important at the moment, because I struggle with that. Sometimes I get carried away, and I'm not talking about taking a break from the work that I'm doing. It is sometimes just, maybe later. Self-discipline is that tackling that maybe later. Like what needs to be done first, what needs to be done second, to stay true to the sequence that was determined. This is not to say there is no flexibility, that there is not going to be room for other things to happen, because things are going to happen, and how I rise to each occasion is entirely up to me and also determines what happens next. So yeah, 10 paintings completed, wired, sealed, ready to go. I still have to create the flyer for the show. I know this should have been done sooner, but I was, till last night, I was still considering what should be the overall title of the show. And now I have that. Like sometimes creativity doesn't necessarily follow, proficiency, efficiency, schedules. It just comes, and if I try to force it, it doesn't turn out to be good. So over the years I have learned that I have to build in room, time and space for certain things to allow certain things to happen and not force it or rush it. It's like, nothing's worse than a meal that you are excited about which didn't turn out because of some impatience on your end. So now I have that. I'm going to work on the flyer after I film the vlog, and it is also a moment of, it's a meditative moment in a sense, because now the work is complete and now it goes out to the world. So taking all of that in and being calm about it, and yet finishing up whatever the remaining loose threads are, tying those loose threads up. And yes, and now it unfolds, and let's see how it unfolds. And you know what, another interesting thing I noticed, that I usually do not struggle with a blank canvas. I know that people might think, seriously? I don't, because there are so many ideas flying through my head all the time, things that I want to try, and there are other responsibilities. So by the time I reach a canvas or a surface, it's like all bubbling over, and I can't wait to get it out. That is one kind of flow that I find is somewhat easier for me to get into, knock on wood, versus when I reached my 10th painting, I felt like my hands were opening up finally, and I didn't realize that till I reached the 10th painting. Like, I was doing okay. I was doing okay with every one of the painting. When I called it done, I thought it was done, and I have done the best job that I could do. However, when I reached the 10th canvas, the clarity, the flow reached a different level, and it was so near completion, and I felt okay. So this, somehow that next level of flow got unlocked, and I can't describe what that really feels like in words. Like, I was toiling, literally toiling for weeks on each painting, up until probably the 7th, 8th canvas. And then the 10th one, it flowed fast and it flowed smoothly. It was done in 2 days. 2 days of constant work. I'm not saying that it took less time, but the clarity was so helpful. And I think, that is something to think about, that you keep practicing, and even though it feels like driving on a rocky road, it's still, a point comes when it's no longer a struggle, even subconsciously. And those moments are so rare. And yeah, it's just, you can only experience it. It's very hard to describe or facilitate someone else to have that. No one can, I think. It's just such an individual communion with your spirit. So what else did I do? Oh yeah, in between, while my paint layers dried and I couldn't work on the canvas, I did my Sketchbook Revival. I watched all the sessions. I worked on several of them. This is the sketchbook for April, mostly filled with my Sketchbook Revival exercises. This is going to be a separate video where I flip through every single page and talk about that. But I also did a cover. Sometimes I cannot make covers for my sketchbooks, but this one was very easy. I was very inspired by Terry Runyon's cats, and I wanted to do a pink cat. So yeah, I just, when you get into a flow, that struggle somehow softens. And I will put that aside. 100-day project. Today I posted my day number 78. each day I have been posting for the last 78 days. I have posted a brief reel on Instagram. Like start to finish, I have chosen quotes that I am writing in my own hand lettering practice. I have mentioned this before in its own separate video, that I am not trying to teach anybody anything. This is a practice because this is an area that could use a lot of practice for me. And that's what I've been doing. And when I started, I didn't know if I'll be able to keep up the real exercise, because writing something and then posting a picture is one thing, but when you are making a video, you are working with the light, you are working with time, and all of those somehow managed to get incorporated. And I reached day 78. This is the start of week 12. And week 12 is starting with Oprah Winfrey. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. And yeah, still some more way to go, but crossing the 3/4 point feels like, an accomplishment. How much my hand lettering improved, I don't know, but I'm glad I'm doing it. And what else? I'm going to get this one out of the way. I just, everybody in my family laughs whenever I handle power tools, because I'm a very tiny person. And when I move around with big tools and big furniture, and I do everything on my own. So, and moving around, turning around big canvases, finding strange ways. My step stool is my friend, let's just say. And they kind of laugh like, oh my God, look at her. And, with all my limitations, thanks to tools, I am managing just fine. And my recycle journal, I did work a little bit, like I mentioned previously also, that when I am busy with painting, I usually like to keep a journal or something handy, just to, instead of washing the paint off, just to prepare a page. And these are just, you can see packaging material. This is a UPS envelope. Then this is some big padded envelope, because when I try to do it, I can feel that it's squishy. And then paper bags, magazine pages that I liked somehow. Yeah, mostly everything here is found. And this week I started just, writing randomly. And obviously from the looks of it, you can tell that this is not to showcase any talent or anything. It's just an outpouring of feelings. And this is one I did yesterday while I was very patiently waiting for the first layer of sealant to dry. And at times I wanted to do other things, and it looked like this owl. I don't think this is an owl, sorry, it's a hawk. It's kind of like a stern looking hawk. And I felt, oh, it's telling me to focus. So it was kind of like those, in the moment humor that may make no sense to anyone other than me. And I went on walks from from last Sunday through Wednesday. And I'm going to share those little snippets also. I'm out on a walk, and these little friends, they just stopped. And they're watching me and I'm watching them. So peaceful. See that? That's downy woodpecker. It's like destroying that tree. I'm on a walk, and I just saw this woodpecker picking on this tree. This morning I saw a red fox. see these pretty flowers. I don't know what they are and what kind of flowers they are, but this tree, it looked like such a mess just a few days ago, and now it's breaking into blooms. See these, I don't know again what kind of tree these are, but these tendrils, they are tough. They seem like so delicate, but they don't really break off very easily. And I'm seeing that there are buds starting to emerge. And then there are mad squirrels over there chasing each other. Other than that, yeah, Thursday the weather got really cold and I had work to do, so it was perfect timing. Thursday mornings I volunteer at my local library, and today my task has been to organize this travel bookshelf. I love the topic, love how the books look, and I think I kinda, yeah, I like it. Yeah. Today I want to show you something really that I find to be really incredible. It's like I live in a small town, and here's a pocket. This is a pasture next to the church. I don't think it's associated with the church, but yeah, these are sheep. We get to see sheep on our way to and from school. And I just wanted to show you this because I find it to be, oh my god, so many cars behind me. But yeah, it's, my daughter really enjoys it, and so do I. And so I did all of that, and I found my white sage bundle at the shop, and I found my bundle of white sage. I went to the shop, I found it. I haven't started using it yet, but at least I'm closer to it, one step closer. So please wish me luck, because I'm going to go and put my paintings up for a solo show this afternoon. And I could use all the good wishes and vibes you send my way. And another note is that Get Messy Art with Kaylee Gray is doing an event called Messy May. It's going to be on Instagram. So if you don't follow them on Instagram, I'm going to leave the link to sign up for the event so that you can get emails directly in your inbox with prompts and whatever she is planning to send you. I am also a part of Messy May. I believe mine, it goes live on 5th of May, but I'm not 100% sure if that's how the sequence of the dates are going to be. However, I am in there somewhere, and yeah, I will be talking about courage. So I do hope you sign up, and oh, it's absolutely free, so please check it out. I'm going to leave the link below, and let me read what Messy May is all about. This is straight from Kaylee. As you can see, Get Messy Art. For the month of May, you are challenged to create daily-ish. That's right, daily-ish. This is a free challenge where above all, it's totally okay if you miss a day. It's a challenge where if you complete even one out of the 31 challenges, we will be celebrating. This is a challenge for the mess makers and recovering perfectionists. It's for those who miss their creative practice, want to jumpstart it, or are absolutely rocking one. Messy May is for you exactly as you are right now. So that says it all, you know, and the fact that there is no judgment, there is no one is going to judge you if you missed a day, or, you know. When I was doing my Sketchbook Revival, there was one exercise that I just simply couldn't bring myself to do. It was not a difficult exercise. It was not something I didn't like. It's a beautiful exercise. But I simply didn't feel called to do it. So I decided, instead of struggling to work on that and missing all the other ones, I'm simply going to keep going and skip this one. And I never got to it. I'm absolutely fine with it. Not to say it's not a beautiful exercise. I'm sure many of you really loved it, but it wasn't right for me. Not at this moment. So having that permission, giving yourself that permission to allow yourself to feel what you feel will help you accept what's complete and give you the courage to start something new. And with that, I am going to say bye for today, and I'm going to see you with my vlog from next week on next Sunday. Bye.